The chubby princess worked hard every night to burn fat like crazy. She also drank 10 pounds of laxatives every day, and ate just a little over half a pound of raw lettuce. Finally she became the stunning beauty she was meant to be. But the reason she changed herself was to make sure the shallow prince would never deserve her. In her previous life she married on the same day as her sister, but the prince mocked her for being fat and ugly in front of everyone, and refused to marry her properly. That night, the poor chubby princess sat alone in an empty room, while the scheming sister plotted to steal her title. She cruelly framed the princess for having an affair with a servant, forcing the princess to smash her head against a pillar to prove her innocence. Unexpectedly, a modern-day female scientist was just roasting this storyline. She said the prince must be blind, and if she were the princess she'd definitely crush that manipulative girl, and make the prince open his eyes. The next second, her treadmill broke down, and the scientist fell and died right at home. Her soul instantly flew out and landed in the body of the dead princess. When she opened her eyes, and saw the scheming girl and the clueless prince, she instantly realized she had time traveled. But the prince was still holding a grudge about what happened earlier. He accused her of being unfaithful, and wanted to kick her out of the palace in public. The scheming girl chimed in eagerly, but neither of them knew. The woman standing before them was no longer the bullied princess. The woman cursed the prince right to his face. When the scheming girl tried to accuse her again, she grabbed the girl's finger, and shoved her to the ground with a vicious glare. The surrounding maids were too scared to breathe. The prince tried to stand up for the scheming girl, but with just one push, the woman sent him spinning 18 times on the spot. Furious, the prince placed her under house arrest for a year, and sent her to live in the farthest courtyard, treating her like a servant. Just like that, the once noble princess became the head of the laundry room overnight. But she didn't give up. Her real strength was the wisdom of a modern scientist. She decided to make some money first, then deal with the prince and the scheming girl. On a dark and windy night, she used the tools she brought from the modern world, including screwdrivers, pipe wrenches, and a power drill, and built the very first washing machine in ancient times with her own hands. Her loyal maid was completely stunned. She never expected her mistress to have such mad skills. Soon the woman became a self-employed entrepreneur in ancient times. Once the washing machine hit the market, the response was incredible. Even the emperor took notice, and that coincidence was the start of the princess's epic comeback. Curious about the creator of such a wonder, the emperor sent people to investigate, and they immediately recognized her as the prince's least favored wife. But the emperor said she was no ordinary woman, so he sent someone to buy one of the washing machines. When the empress saw the clean clothes coming out of the machine, she realized it could save the palace a ton of money, and free up farmers to do more important work. In 2 months the empress would be celebrating her birthday. The emperor ordered his son to bring the princess to the banquet, so he could meet his daughter-in-law in person. The prince knew this wasn't good, but didn't dare defy the order. However, just as he returned home, before he could even speak, a bucket of hot steaming poop was dumped all over him.